hot topic for content creators. This is where I pitch a hot topic to you guys, and you guys turn around, create your own content on said topic. Is traditional publishing obsolete? And so far, most of the subjects that I've covered have kind of been towards, pointing towards the idea that, traditional publishing is not, let's just say, not as necessary as it used to be. And I've also went in one of the more recent subjects is I went ahead and defined, well, what is traditional publishing exactly? Like, what does it mean to be a traditional publisher? Or what is a traditional publisher? So kind of distinguish the difference between what is a traditional publisher versus all the rest. Okay, I say all the rest because there's multiple different ways of publishing material nowadays. You could say there's an indie label, there's small press, there's self-publishing, there's now even hybrid models. And when I say the means, when I'm talking about traditional publishing, what I'm referring to specifically is the business model itself, how the business model is formed and what is the business model, how the business operates. That's what distinguishes traditional publishing from all the rest. So that's what we're going to be continuing here tonight. So I want to talk about, more specifically, what I would like to talk about is imprints. So what are imprints? An imprint of a publisher. Now, the information that I got here, I pulled directly from just Wikipedia. All right, I will be leaving a link to the actual Wikipedia page that I pulled this from. And I'll just kind of be giving some commentary on it. So for tonight's subject, we're going to be talking about imprints. And I'm actually going to be making a case for how I believe traditional publishing is not obsolete. So an imprint of a publisher is a trade name under which it publishes a work, also known as a DBA, or doing business as pseudonym, and or recognized as a registered subsidiary of the parent company. So it's no secret that mainstream publishing houses have been operating this way for quite some time. In fact, as of this recording, if you visit penguinrandomhouse.com/imprints, they state right on the website, and I quote, Penguin Random House is the international home to nearly 275 editorially and creatively independent publishing imprints, end quote. So I put independent in quotes here because the way they are using the term is not how I would describe these subsidiaries. I discussed what separates a traditional publishing house from an independent company. And if imprints are independent in this sense, they are independent in name only. In other words, the business, they're not doing business as Penguin Random House specifically. They're doing business as XYZ company, if you will. So an imprint of a publisher is a trade name, a name that a business, aka parent company, uses for trading commercial products or services under which a work is published. So imprints typically have a defining character or mission. In some cases, the diversity results from the takeover of smaller publishers or parts of their business by a larger company, aka indie companies whose founders decided to sell out. Okay. AKA acquisitions. So a lot of these imprints that you'll see from, the big five, if they have imprints, are really just names of businesses, small business publishers, small publishing houses that they've acquired over the years or bought out, whether in part or in whole. And they just maintain the name itself. So in other words, one thing is like they may buy out a business, right? They'll buy out the company, the small press or small publishing house, or just a label. It could just be a label as well. But they'll continue, they now own that label. They own that business entity, that name. They own the name itself. And they actually maintain the right, which I think is weird business law, if you will. I don't know. I'm kind of like on the business end of it, I'm really not a fan of that. But in the legal sense, it's a legal name. It's all legal fiction. In other words, it's a legal name that the company now owns. And they have the legal right to do business under that name. So it's kind of like, that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of like this incognito thing. But the way that they use these names is how it said there is that they will have like a defining characteristic. So say it might be like, I don't know, one was like, if they do like specifically publish, they may use a name specifically for publishing kids novels, right? Or they may have one that's specifically just for publishing nonfiction. Okay, they might have a name that's just recognized for publishing nonfiction, just recognized for publishing children's literature. So a single publishing company may have multiple imprints, with the different imprints often used by the publisher to market works to different demographic consumer segments, like I was kind of alluding to there. So is traditional publishing obsolete? Say what you will about the modus operandi, but I don't think traditional publishing companies will be going anywhere anytime soon. Well, for one, not to mention they're not going, a lot of them are not going bankrupt as far as that goes. I mean, push come to shove, it's going to be the little guy that fails because, like I say, apparently every Tom, Dick, and Harry is just a paycheck away from selling out their entire business to, a larger company that's already established, in the industry, which kind of, begs the question, why were they involved in the first place? But, that's neither here nor there, and perhaps maybe a hot topic for another time. So say what you will about the modus operandi, but I don't think traditional publishing companies will be going anywhere anytime soon. They'll just go incognito and continue to do business right underneath your nose. I think they'll continue to do whatever they can to just blend right in with the rest of the indie scene, because I highly doubt the average consumer is going to be conscientious about who they're buying their books from. I mean, some may check to see who the publisher is, and they'll find out this novel was put in print by, let's see here. Yes, 50 Shades of the Same Mainstream Corporation, LLC. Never heard of them. They must be independent. It's nice to know that my purchase will go towards supporting a small business owner. So what do you guys think about imprints? Is this your first time hearing about them? If you want, you can even share your thoughts about DBAs and business acquisitions. Let's talk about this. This is, the industry is changing rapidly. It's like, I wouldn't say, it's changing, but it's like the more things change, the more they stay the same.